There was no finer actor than Gene. Intense, instinctive, never a false note. These powerful words from the usually reserved Clint Eastwood sent shockwaves through Hollywood last month. For decades, the 94-year-old legend has guarded his personal relationships, letting his films speak louder than interviews. But when Gene Hackman was found dead alongside his wife in their Santa Fe home this past February, something in Eastwood broke. Today, we're uncovering the untold story of a 50-year friendship between two cinematic icons, one that ended with a heartbreaking final letter Eastwood never got to send. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss a single detail of this extraordinary Hollywood brotherhood that shaped both men forever. In the ever-changing world of Hollywood, where friendships often fade as quickly as the spotlight, one bond stood as a testament to authenticity and mutual respect. Clint Eastwood, now 94, has always been a man of few words when it comes to his private life, allowing his work to carry the weight of his emotions. However, Hackman's passing forced Eastwood to break his silence, revealing a connection far deeper than most had ever realized. Had he remained quiet, their friendship might have remained a mystery, a private collection of moments and memories known only to those closest to them. But by choosing to speak, Eastwood not only honored Hackman's legacy, but also offered fans a rare glimpse into a relationship that shaped their careers and left an undeniable mark on Hollywood history. The story of these two titans begins in the 1970s, a transformative era for American cinema. Eastwood was already carving out his place as the quintessential tough guy, his steely gaze and minimal dialogue becoming his signature. Meanwhile, Hackman was proving himself as one of the industry's most versatile performers, bringing depth and nuance to every role he embraced. Their paths first crossed at a producer's party in Los Angeles, a seemingly ordinary encounter that would lay the foundation for a legendary collaboration. Those who witnessed their first meeting recall an instant understanding between the two, a silent recognition of shared values despite their contrasting personalities. Eastwood, with his quiet strength, found an unexpected kindred spirit in Hackman, whose on-screen intensity masked a deeply introspective nature. This initial connection would later blossom into something remarkable when they teamed up for what many consider one of the greatest westerns ever made, Unforgiven. More than just another Western, Unforgiven was a cinematic reckoning, a meditation on violence, redemption, and the myth of the American West. For Eastwood, who directed and starred in the film, it was a passion project that defined his career. For Hackman, it was an opportunity to push his craft even further, delivering a performance that would earn him an Academy Award. But bringing this masterpiece to life wasn't without its challenges. At first, Gene Hackman hesitated to take on the role of Little Bill Daggett, troubled by the graphic violence in the script. But it was Clint Eastwood's personal appeal that ultimately swayed him. In a private conversation, Eastwood shared his vision, not as a glorification of violence, but as an unflinching exploration of its consequences. This perspective resonated deeply with Hackman. He eventually agreed to the role, a decision that would earn him his second Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. On set, what began as a professional collaboration evolved into a profound friendship. Crew members often remarked on the quiet respect between the two men, their discussions extending far beyond daily shoot schedules into deeper conversations about acting, directing, and Hollywood's ever-changing landscape. These exchanges didn't end when the cameras stopped rolling. Long after filming wrapped, Eastwood and Hackman kept in touch the old-fashioned way, through handwritten letters. In an era dominated by digital communication, their habit of writing letters reflected the authenticity of their connection. Mentioned by Eastwood in his recent tribute, these letters offer some of the most touching insights into their friendship. Scrawled on hotel stationery or torn pages from notebooks, their letters carried candid reflections, shared memories, and mutual encouragement. Gene had a way with words that wasn't just limited to his performances, Eastwood recalled. His letters were thoughtful, sometimes humorous, always genuine. They became a bridge between us when our careers took us in different directions. After Unforgiven, both actors continued to cement their legacies. Eastwood expanded his reputation as one of America's most respected directors, while Hackman delivered powerful performances across multiple genres. Though their paths crossed occasionally at industry events, their bond remained strong, untouched by Hollywood's fleeting nature. But in the early 2000s, their friendship underwent a shift, one prompted by a life-altering decision on Hackman's part. For years, Hackman had been quietly contemplating retirement, weighing personal and professional factors that made him question his future in acting. The turning point came during a routine stress test in New York, where doctors warned him about the physical toll of acting on his heart. The news forced Hackman to confront his own mortality and reconsider his priorities. "I want to make sure my wife and my family are taken care of," he admitted, a rare glimpse of vulnerability from a man known for playing unshakable characters. Hackman's final role came in the 2004 comedy Welcome to Mooseport, co-starring Ray Romano. While the film wasn't among his most critically acclaimed, it marked the end of an extraordinary 5-decade career. True to his understated nature, Hackman confirmed his retirement without fanfare. "I haven't held a press conference to announce retirement, but yes, I'm not going to act any longer," he said simply. His decision to step away was made easier by the life he had already built outside Hollywood. Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, had relocated to Santa Fe, New Mexico, drawn to the city's artistic community and breathtaking landscapes. Away from the industry's relentless pace, he embraced long-held creative passions that had taken a back seat to acting. Writing became his new artistic outlet, leading him to co-author several novels spanning historical fiction and crime thrillers. Painting, too, offered him a form of expression that was meditative rather than performative. These pursuits provided more than just creative fulfillment. They offered a welcome escape from the pressures of fame and the expectations of Hollywood. Though Hackman distanced himself from public life, his friendship with Eastwood endured. Their connection shifted to handwritten letters and the occasional phone call, making each exchange all the more meaningful. In those moments, they reflected on their shared past, offering each other words of wisdom and quiet support in a way that only old friends could. Following Hackman's passing, Eastwood, usually a man of few words, spoke openly about his grief. "There was no finer actor than Gene," he stated, his voice reportedly unsteady. "Intense and instinctive, never a false note. He was also a dear friend, whom I will miss very much." Gene Hackman's passing in February 2025 sent shockwaves through Hollywood. He and his wife were found in their Santa Fe home, with reports indicating his pacemaker had failed around February 17th. Those close to them saw their passing as a fitting final chapter, together, as Hackman would have wanted. Reflecting on their journey, Clint Eastwood called Unforgiven a defining moment in their friendship. Gene didn't play a villain. He played a man convinced of his righteousness. That's what made him so compelling and, ultimately, tragic. Morgan Freeman echoed this sentiment, calling Hackman incredibly gifted and cherishing their work on Unforgiven and Under Suspicion. Hackman's legacy spans iconic films like The French Connection, Bonnie and Clyde, and The Conversation, proving his unmatched versatility and depth. From gripping dramas to blockbuster hits, Gene Hackman's versatility and authenticity made him a Hollywood legend. His chilling portrayal of Lex Luthor in Superman showcased his ability to balance charisma with menace, earning him both critical acclaim and the deep respect of his peers. Unlike many method actors, Hackman believed in instinctive performances, seamlessly disappearing into his roles with raw emotion and precision. The best acting is instinctive. It's not intellectual, it's not mechanical, it's instinctive, he once said. His impact extended beyond the screen, forging deep, lifelong friendships, none more profound than his 50-year bond with Clint Eastwood. Their connection, built on mutual respect, outlasted Hollywood's fleeting relationships. For Eastwood, Hackman's passing marks the end of an era, leaving him to carry their shared memories forward. Sources reveal Eastwood was composing one final letter to Hackman when the news broke, a tribute he will now keep private. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe for more untold Hollywood stories. Share your favorite Hackman or Eastwood performance in the comments. We'll be responding to the best ones.